Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and today we are continuing our little journey through the Light Campaign V2 in Automation, the car company tycoon game. It has been going really well so far in the first 3 episodes, and we are making a hefty profit. So much that we just started investing into our own bit of research. Improving interior and entertainment and safety, as well as drivetrain for the future automatics. But today we are not going to build the successor to the VA55, which will take a while to engineer, 4 years. It will be replacing the VA51 just, what would that be, like 4 years? 4 years after it came out. 4 years, yes. Or 3 years. No, 5 years. Well, 5 years. 5 years is a good time though. It's perfect. And yeah, this sells like crazy good. 10,000 cars per month sold in Archanans. But one thing is a little bit concerning. If we take a look at the economy, we can see that the luxury market is currently taking a pretty big dip. And I, of course, don't like to see that. And overall, the split between Fruinians and Archanans is becoming larger, even though they were kind of aligned before. And that leads me to believe that either Fruinians is doing really well right now, or Archanans is a little bit on the way down. If we look at the commercial vehicles, we can also see the same pattern, and that is that the gap is... Oh, can we say the same? No, the gap is not widening, the gap is actually closing. Ah, interesting. So with all this data, you would be potentially able to put together a complete analysis of the market, but we don't bother with that now. So it's looking decent enough. Let's just hold fast to that. And let's see, this will take a lot more time to complete. We are very familiar with some things, especially once the engineering is done. But I wanted to take a look at the market for Fruinians in the segments light sport. Wow! 1,300 cars a month. And light sport budget, which we probably would be able to penetrate too. And the fun categories too. Like all in all, that is a lot of cars for us to sell into. I think I'm going to do what I said last time. And not only am I going to produce the new VA55, but also a car specifically made for the Fruinian market. And let's go and design that one right now. First, we need to find an appropriate body for that. Not too easy, actually. We could take the microcar. Actually, that wouldn't be all too bad. In 1955, it's 1956. And that would be like a fun car, city car thingy for Fruinians. Kind of crazy, but that would probably be the first hot hatch. Well, that's not really a hatchback, but you see what I mean. And we could make a convertible version of it. And the Fruinians love tiny cars anyway. So yes, let's go ahead and do that. Some kind of crazy little car. Still needs to be based on inline fours for the familiarity and shit, but yeah. So let's start out with something that is reasonably practical, like this one. Because we want to have, if we have 2 doors, then we have the option of 2 seats maybe? Because we definitely want to have a 2-seater as well. But 4 doors make it more practical, and city cars want to be practical. Okay, let's go with this one. And because it's supposed to be a fun car and very drivable, we are going with the... Yes, double wishbone suspension, because we love it. We could go with this one at 17% familiarity. Oh, this is also just 10%. Okay, now let's go with double wishbone. That's good. Steel, though, to not make it expensive. That is our primary goal. Like, we make a super cheap car, which is fun to drive, which is city car compatible for Fruinia, and then just crush their market with it. It will be front engine. It will be a tiny engine, though. A very lightweight engine. Well, lightweight for the time. And rear wheel drive. Yes, indeed. And this little car needs to be yellow, because yellow is banana yellow is an amazing color. Let's make this a little more pastel-like, like really, really nice. Like this. Yes, shiny banana color. Oh, an inline four it is. Let's see if we fit one in. Oh yeah, just about. Just about. This thing needs to rev. So we are going with 1.5 liters. That's plenty of power for such a small car. Still going with overhead cam 2 valve. Do we maybe want to use this car as an engineering testing ground for like future tech when we go for 3 valve in the overhead cam stuff? I think that might be good, because we should be getting some familiarity rating here, which isn't shown in the tooltip though. It needs to be calculated. And yes, probably not a bad idea. We're going for a middle-ish cam. We don't want to completely destroy the city car market's economy requirement. And Fruinia in general has a very high focus on economy cars. So don't want to mess this up too far. Our normal cars are in the low end of normal, and we want to be at the high end of normal for our sportier car. We can invest a little bit into the quality here though, so that we can rev higher. Naturally aspirated it is. And oh yes, maybe we should go with a twin single barrel carb here still, because the airflow isn't that much of a problem. We still have a maximum power of 107 horsepower, which is more than enough for a tiny car like that. But let's make it performance intake. And regular leaded. Yeah, the leaded ban isn't coming before much later. So the only thing I'm worrying about is the responsiveness of this engine. Maybe it would be better with a single 2-barrel carb. We could unlock the 4-barrel too, but that costs us tech pool and shit. We need the tech pool to make it reliable. Don't forget, we want to still have very reliable cars, which is super important for the budget categories. Oh yeah, let's go with this. But we can make it such that it's not completely leaned out, at least. That's a bonus. Maybe you can rev it to like 5.5? Maybe? I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Short cast. Do we want to branch out and just put Tubulon here a little bit? Yeah. Oh, now we do need the extra familiarity rating for our other lineups. So as soon as this one completes, it will tick up the familiarity rating for all other things as well, of course. Oh, that's useful. 1 reverse flow, we don't want to overdo it. And oh, okay, knocking a little bit. And the exhaust is strangling it. Ooh, we're knocking pretty badly. Like this. And now without exhaust strangling, this should be better. Yeah, there we go. 75 not kilowatts, that would be amazing. 75 horsepower. That certainly is quite powerful for a car like this. Let's check our reliability if we can rev a little bit more. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, no. Okay. We can rev that high. And then we can increase this one further. That costs too much eco. Yeah, you can see it go here. This step is still okay, but then it just skyrockets. Oh, no. Let's keep it there. 74.4. Can lower the rev limiter a bit more. Don't need to rev it super high, but 5,700, that is pretty high. Exhaust diameter is perfect for this now. How much would we gain here? Basically nothing. So it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, overall I'm very satisfied with the engine. Just look at this perfectly flat plateau here. That must be fun to drive. Here we do need to have a manual and not quite set up the way we had for the others. We want to have second gear to 100 is stupid, but we don't want to have as much wheel spin. So maybe we're going for something like spacing 70 here and no overdrive gear. That might work, so that it's a bit quicker overall. No differential. We do need... shall we put sports tires on there? I mean, they don't cost that much. Oh shit, tiny tires. Tiny tire warning. Fuck. Okay, that's a problem. Tiny tires. We need to reduce those. 115s. Okay. Can we up this? Yes, 120s. Okay, 120s for that car. Yeah, kind of okay, I guess. Let's make them really sporty. Just look at that. Oh, makes the car faster right away. Okay, there we go. Two shoe in front because the engine is in front, but we only have 250s there. That is hard on the edge. But this car will be super light. Oh, maybe that works out. Probably need a little bit of quality there though. And for the cooling, just twice the cooling maybe. So that would be 170. 4 seats, basic, and do we want basic here? No, just for the base version we just go with this. Maybe we don't even want to have power steering. Let's take a look what they think. But here for the Fruinian market definitely they want to have the advanced... is this too heavy? No, it's just 22 kilos, so that's fine. Standard springs because we need the sportiness, and sway bars there. Oop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That setup doesn't convince me. How do the brake... Oh, the brakes are not a problem. Now that is good news. And we only need 2 quality in there to make that work. That is really nice. But, yeah, this is kind of shitty. We do want to have more oversteer for this one, so we could have an inverse stagger. Like have 110s in the back and 120s in the front. And let's choose the appropriate categories. In Fruinia, okay, we are in Fruinia. And we want to be in fun and in light sport. What? Oh shit, light sport budget. It's kind of difficult to get into any of these. City and fun? Maybe that's the market we're going for. The fun definitely, that's a good match. So if we go with the standard and basic and then have this one active, how do the markets look then? Still no light sports. Damn it. Why don't they like my car? They can afford it. It's just that it sucks. Oh, we do have massive amounts of wheel spin. Let's get rid of that. Woohoo! Okay. This might be a case of, yeah, let's go with the automatic locker, because just look at the difference in wheel spin. It's like, bam! This whole first segment is dropping out. And we do get more drivability and more sportiness by that, lower comfort, but we don't really care. And yeah, might be the way to go. I don't see why not if it's actually improving the attributes, but yeah, now we can push for... Yes, we were able to push for a little bit more stats even. We're very low in sportiness, I see that, but yeah, what are you supposed to do with this little shitty engine? And, oh no, the engine isn't too bad. I like the car in general. What if we choose basic interior? Definitely becomes more affordable. Standard safety kind of kills it. Don't want that in Fruinia. They're so happy with the safety. Still, they don't really want to have the additional advanced safety benefit here. So let's leave it at this. And what more ways are there to increase the performance of this one in the segment? Apart from making it cheaper, which the factory probably will do. So no, this is doing pretty well, even in family sport budget, family fun premium. Yes, let's aim something for onto the fun premium category as well. I think what we should do is actually go 120, 120 here, and then use the suspension setup in order to correct this to 1, because we have so low sportiness value anyway that won't, if we have like 5 sportiness or 8 sportiness, really doesn't make a difference, not much difference. But if we have like 54 drivability instead of 48, that does make a difference. Maybe we can just go a little harder here in general. Go stiffer on the springs. There we go. And now we can get rid of a little bit of front. Oh shit, the roll angle is is massive. So we need more of this stuff. 99 and... Oh, that was 99 in the wrong direction. So, and let's add a little bit of camber. Now we are at 1. Let's see which direction we need to go. It was the wrong one. There's 1, and... Oh, that was perfect. Okay, we're doing much better now, and roll angle 3.5 is decent enough. Maybe we want to kick this one up to 200. Oh, that was too much. There we go. Okay, 57 drivability. That's amazing. How would it do with this? Higher for fun. Yeah, we don't need the sportiness really. I mean, the extra drivability is nice to have. Good car. It's starting to shape up. Checking the markets. Yes, this is looking much better. And while we are not really penetrating into... Oh, now we are getting into light sport. That one does require very high drivability, and sportiness is not really something we can obtain right now. We would have to make a more lunatic version of that and need a different car body too. But we are penetrating into sport budget too. Very nice. And this number 45 here, well, that will be significantly improved by our really cheap labor costs in the factories. Probably going with a reasonably high automation too. So let's see what we can do in order to make this... now one more thing I want to check is if we change this to a 2-door, what would be the consequence? Let's recalculate. There we go. Okay, this doesn't change anything, and it shouldn't, but this should change a few things. So 88.5 and 92.7. Okay, nope, we do definitely need the 4-door in order to get into the categories which have a high practicality need. Now we make the premium version out of this car. Which slows it right down. No more wheel spin for you. Yeah, it's still doing well though. Let's see if they actually care about that. Do we need to get rid of this one? Nah. There's 1 point of extra comfort, doesn't really do it. Although, look at that. Family Sport. 91 all of a sudden. Huh. Okay. Kind of like this better. Don't know why. Probably it's the price too, to a certain degree. I don't want to engineer a completely different differential there, just for shits and giggles. Although it doesn't really matter, because engineering time is very low on the open one, so if we are going with that anyway, then that's fine. Let's have a look at the markets. The car is much more expensive, obviously, which is not really a problem. But we do want to have... yeah, we do want to make a convertible version as well. Like a convertible sport budget version. So this one is the premium. And now we make a clone of this one and make it a convertible version. And here we go, convertible sport budget with an affordability of just about 50%. That sounds like spot on, because with the factory and the back end, that should be pulled down, because we are producing as cheap as we can in Arcana. Brakes are still good. What about the interior though? Do we want to have a little bit more interior maybe? Standard interior? Basic. No, basic is working better, especially with the pricing being the problem. Maybe we want to have 4 seats. Let's get the convertible category in there and the convertible sport budget, just to make sure that we are not doing strange things. Convertible budget and convertible sport budget. And now let's change that around. So 81.2. Oh no, 2 seats is much better. Yeah, let's go with 2 seats. So this is our car. Very good. Let's see what track time it gets. Yeah, it's super fast. Our first sports car has an acceleration of 9.6 seconds to 100. That is actually pretty fast for that day. An age 4 tiny little car. That's really fast. Probably would be one of the fastest little cars out there. Even backfires. It runs a 1:47.5, respectable time. And now I just have to rename this one. And we can move on to engineering and setting up the factory. Okay, reliability is pretty high. Oh, this takes a long time to engineer. And we don't have any engineers to take. Let's go with 4 years, just to make it all fuzzy. All the same, all equal numbers. And we have 3 years, 10 months, and then we make it cheaper, 4 years. Exactly. Good. Now for the factory, we need to buy a new plot. The thing is, we can produce it very cheaply in Arcana, but if we want to ship it over to Fruinia, we pay $500, independent of car, for the transport. I think I'm going with a medium-sized factory plot for engine and medium for the car. don't need more. This will be our little plant which just produces cheapo cars for, yeah, like the Minisprint series. I think we're going to expand on that at some point, but not much. All good. Now let's place a medium one on there. Total build cost is 100 million. That's expensive. This is our Vashduk plant, of course. I mean, it's the biggest city there, right? In the area. So we need to put it near Vashduk. And we do so. Let's say 400. 400. 400 is good. Medium one, 400. And here we have the Vashduk E. Let's see how many engines we can make. So 114 we need. That should be enough with a small one. And we can't overproduce if need be. Oh, let's go with the medium one. It's safer. Alright. Yeah, overall, I think we have the money in order to do this. Nothing fancy required here apart from steel presses. And let's forward. Not going to produce that many convertibles, and not going to produce that many premium. 70 a day, that's a lot of cars. Let's see if that is actually everything we need or not. Oh yeah, just look at that. This car is doing really well. Convertible budget. Yeah, nice. How does our premium do? Oh wow, fun premium. It's really smashing it. I hope we're not... Yeah, but this is exactly what we aimed for, basically. And yeah, I'm really happy with this build. So base version, that should get into the budgets a little bit as well. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And focuses even more on fun. And is in the city categories too, but that might be cannibalizing a bit of our other cars. So that's unfortunate. Also, I'm not quite sure if the 500 bucks transport cost is on here. I think it is. Let's see. I know it is in here. And what is this? What the fuck? Oh, okay, but this doesn't take into account the other cars. So we could even sell all the cars, all the production in here. How about that? Maybe we should have gone for a larger factory then. Oh, well, should have gone. I mean, I can still upgrade. Oh, yeah, let's upgrade. We have a medium plot here. Do we want to go with a large plot even? Just to produce massive amounts of cars, really cheap? Oh, difficult. Okay, medium plot size, large plot size. Costs us 135 million. Considering that we have another production going, that might be a bit on the high side for things. So no, I'd rather place a slightly larger factory on there. Oh, if we go with a medium 2, and we have a medium 1 there still, yep. Or medium 3. Medium 3 is even better. Yeah, we can pay this. That's good. And that doesn't make it too much worse, but then again... Oh, this really helps though. And it's 200 million costs. That's expensive. So now let's leave it there. That should be good enough. And we have a medium 1 for this. But this means that this kind of plant is already maxed out. Difficult decisions. But we are moving into kind of a recession right now, I fear. So I don't want to overshoot too much either. I think it's a sound decision to just go with this. Metro car. Yes, yes, yes. And... well, yeah. Still doing very well. Oh, even better than before. And now we have a bit of overproduction. And as soon as Fruinia opens, which is... once the car is in production, Fruinia is open. We will be able to sell into this market too. And then we surely get rid of all this stuff. Okay, grand total 323.8 million. Ouchies. But break even really quickly. And maybe we don't even... oh wait, 20% markup is pretty low for these cars. But if we don't have only 20% markup, it will be difficult to penetrate the budget categories, which we at the current rates are doing kinda. So, yeah, I think I'm going ahead with this one and just hope that our main project is pulling in all the funds. I should do within three more years' time. There we go. Okay, 2 projects in engineering. And I hope that pans out. That's a lot of cash on the line. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you next time.